Yo, what is up, guys? It's Elimination here, and this is my thoughts on the Battlefield 1 beta. You're going to see some Battlefield 1 beta in the background, and I personally have been enjoying it to the max, and it has been a really fun beta, and I'm really hoping that this game will be as good as the beta, because it was an amazing beta. They had so much well done planned, and I wanted to try to criticize it, and I want to try to see how it lives up to the hype in the actual game compared to the beta. So my thoughts on the train first is that it's a little too underpowered. Because, like, if you don't have a deployment right at the beginning of the train spawning in, you're not going to get a seat on it and or a good seat. Because I get the artillery, and I can't aim upwards because I'm at the back of the train and I can't see anywhere in front of me. That's usually where planes come from. It's a very, if they like organized the train, maybe made it bigger so it could fit like 10 people, maybe it would be a good idea to have the train, but it feels too small for me and a little underpowered. Yes, you can capture flags incredibly quick and it has a lot of health, but the guns on it are terrible and they're excruciating bad because you can easily get as close as you can with it. The only way you can die from it, like, yeah, right there. I hit it like 3 times. A horse should die. I mean, it's gun for all that matters. Like, it should be a higher damage weapon, but it's like I think it's a 5 shot to like a horse and like a 3 shot to a person. But the thing is, people are so tiny when you're put in the tank. It's really hard to see them. And I just hop out because I'm so done, and so sucks. And it's not fun to play with the train. My bad. The train isn't really that good in this game compared to like if you see the gameplay for the Zeppelin. It looks way better than the train. So if they could buff the train, maybe make the damage against artillery, not artillery, planes, not planes, I forget what they're called, but like tanks and horses. I know there's a specific name for that, but who cares? And if they did that, it would be better in that the way that you can use it as to a tactical advantage is if you're getting booty raped, you really can't come back from it because you can only get 3 flags. And 3 flags isn't going to do you much in Battlefield. Next topic is the plane. I think the plane is a really good because I'm really good as a pilot. But they need to buff the guns in the middle and like on the back of the plane, like in the attack plane. If you're in the back, you can't see in front of you, like you can see is behind you, and the bullet drop, there is none, so it's hard to get a reference to where to shoot. And I mean, it's fun being in a plane, but you really can't see anything in front of you, and it's really hard because usually people put their gun in front of the target. So like, but using a bomber in this example, the bomber is a great plane. It has its ups and downs. It's a very high damaging. It's a 3-seater. It does a high damage, but it's very slow. It can easily take out tanks and artillery because you can choose between napalm and the torpedoes. Those are exceptionally well in different classes, and they both have a specific role, and you can't use one for the other. I really like that because if you want to get a bomber right at the beginning, you're not going to call in a torpedo bomber unless you're insane and think that's a good idea. It's not, to be honest. It's really not. Don't do it ever. Criticize you for being retarded if you do it, because if you do it, what happens is you get nothing to do at the beginning of the game. Like, you'll get to sit, walk over, and let everybody in the guns just do everything for you while you're there just crying. Because it's so good. I mean, it's totally good. Yeah, but if you're ever gonna fly a plane, not trains up, choose the napalm. Just choose it. Don't be retarded. The second top is the specialists. I call them specialists because it's basically what they are. They're special in every category. And then there's there's sentry. There's, I don't know, flamethrower guy, and then the sniper chick. I think it's a chick. I don't know, but it's a very, very, very underrated like, if this sniper girl could not be prone but crouch and use it, but no, you have to be prone, which just makes you literally, the only reason to use that class is against tanks, and you can't use tanks, you can't kill tanks because you're prone, and you're most vulnerable prone to tanks. Unless you're over a hill, and that means then they can just run to cover. You have to run them down, and you're a pretty easy target to see in a tank. It's not fun. It is very not fun. But the Pyro, I forget his name, but I'm just gonna call him Pyro, is very, very good. I think it's literally the best one if you know how to use it. It can be the most overpowered. It can kill every single one, every other specialist, except for the It can kill the sentry easily at short range. Because it's just the flames and how much flame you can use without it recharging. And the recharge rate is just, if it just goes back to normal, it'll automatically give you the entire clip. I don't think that's cool, because, like, you could just shoot it and then run out, run to cover, wait for your health to regen, and then go back. It takes a good 30 seconds to reload the sentry. It's not fun. And you can't even aim with the sentry. What's the point of having it? Like, it's seriously the worst one. And it's just terrible against artillery, because you're better off with a regular gun and horse armor. It's just retarded what you get when you get the sentry. Next thing is the classes. The classes, I think, are completely broken. 100% broken. All you see in the game is medics or snipers. And medics, what do? They run out in the middle of the battle, and this is how they play. They run out in the battle and heal you, and then you get bright up, and then there's 3 enemies, and then they immediately die again. Or they never play their role. I picked up a medic class because my friend died, and I tried to revive him, but no, he had a grenade launcher and the personal bag that was meant for him. It's a medic role for a reason, people. It's a medic role for a reason. The guns in the medic class are the best in every way, shape, or form, because you literally have a sniper in the medic class. You have an assault, you have a machine gun in the medic class, and then you can still bayonet charge. And if you're a good medic, you have basically unlimited health. Because if you not retarded and run out into balls deep 69 YOLO swag and just throw down a pack when you need it, and go into buildings whenever you need to, you can be unstoppable, and all you need is good support to give you ammo, because you have barely any ammo. The next one is Assault, and I think Assault is completely retarded, and that they need like a long-range sniper SMG, like an assault rifle in the class, because with the SMG you can't do anything farther than the distance from the B building on the left side to the right side, and that's as far as you can shoot, or the entire C flag. That's your maximum distance before the drop-off kicks in and the recoil is too good. So you're basically just shooting blind. It's not fun. Also, the support class, stupid. Really needs a buff. Really needs a buff. I don't care about mines. I don't walk into mines. They're literally just erected dildos from the ground. And it's insanely incredible how people actually walk into them. maybe once in a while when I'm too busy killing somebody and there's one behind me, then I'll walk backwards and get into it. Like, they have no purpose whatsoever to have them there. They literally are less effective than the smoke grenade, which is actually pretty effective, if I do say so myself. So if you get a support class, you actually spawn on a flag, like at sea. You throw down a crate instead of like the little bag. You're basically just making sea invincible to planes and or any tanks, because it's insane how hard it is to see through that smoke. Even gas grenades, but I don't like gas grenades because they're a little overpowered. But they're not fun to go against gas grenades, because if you're in an infinite smoke of gas grenades, you're basically a douche because you can't see through them and you have to wear a mask. Still, guess what? You can't aim. Oh boy, is aiming important in this game. But you need to be able to bayonet charge, but not as long, maybe. But like you should be able to bayonet charge, because it's retarded how you cannot bayonet charge with the support class. Yes, that might be a little overpowered, but it might be fun too, because you could actually use a glass. It's insanely good to actually have, maybe cut like the rate of bayonet charge in half, and there you go, you'll be good. Also, I have to say one thing about the sniper. If you want to have some long scopes, I forget, but it's like the 1989 GUR or something. But if you want to have more fun, like I do, just choose it's the one without the sights at the top one. It's really good. It's like really, really good, and I love it. That's basically all I have to say. But the game, it's incredibly fun. It is insanely fun. If you're thinking about downloading it, download it. If you're thinking about getting it, get it. These are only like the minor problems with the game. They are so good. They're incredibly. The game is so like. There's one map, and I'm already impressed how much you can interact with the world, how good and representative the planes are. Except that you don't spawn on a runway, and if you probably started on a runway, you're probably never ever gonna make it off the air. Because if you didn't know, World War I planes, the most difficult thing about flying them was getting off the runway, because they never worked, and or whatsoever. So that's basically my thoughts. I love this game. I hate how E is so far away from everything, and I love how it gives a plane though, so it's basically worth it. And that's basically all I have to say. Also, make me maneuver while I'm repairing the plane. It's the most hardest thing to go straight. You might start flying to the mountain, and if you have somebody that's not a good pilot and they can't pull away from the mountain, oh no, it's not fun. Alright, that's all I have to say about this game. Get the game. It's the best game ever. I love it. It's the best game ever of this year. It's awesome. You all should get it. Alright.